Okay, so what if I told you there's a tool out there, right now, that could completely change how you learn, how you work, even how you come up with new ideas? I'm talking about an AI secret weapon that can take weeks of painful work and crush it down into just a few hours.
You know that feeling, right? You've got a big project, a question you need to answer, and the second you open a web browser, it's like a fire hose of data just blasts you in the face. It's this endless ocean of articles, opinions, and data, and you're just lost at sea.
And look, it's not just you. That feeling is totally real. It's called information overload. We literally have more information available to us than any other time in human history. But actually finding the truth in all that noise, that's become a massive, massive challenge.
I mean, this slide just nails the frustration of doing it the old way, doesn't it? We've all been there. You've got 30 tabs open, you're trying to figure out which sources are legit and which are garbage, and you spend a whole afternoon just to find one single fact. And the whole time, you've got that voice in the back of your head asking, what if I'm missing the most important piece of the puzzle?
But what if you could just completely change the game? What if instead of you having to hunt down all that information, the answers just came to you, perfectly organized, totally synthesized, and ready to go?
So, let's pull back the curtain. The solution we're talking about is an AI research agent. And really, you should think of it less like a piece of software and more like a brilliant, tireless research partner whose only job is to find the answers you need.
So let's get really clear on what this thing is. This is not just another search engine. It is an autonomous agent. You give it a mission, a really complex question, and it just goes to work all on its own. It's reading, it's understanding, it's connecting the dots from literally millions of sources, and then it gives you back one single, easy-to-read briefing.
Now, I know this might sound a little like science fiction, but it's really not. It's powered by a super logical process. So come on, let's pop the hood and see how the magic actually happens.
It really just boils down to a 4-step mission. 1. You give it an objective, and not just a few keywords, a real complex goal. 2. The agent goes on its autonomous search, scanning thousands of times more stuff than any human ever could. 3. And this is the real game changer. It performs critical synthesis. It isn't just copying and pasting text. It's actually understanding the context, figuring out what's important, and weaving it all together. And finally, step 4. You get your final briefing, a single, comprehensive report with everything you need.
Okay, now for the fun part, the impact. Because understanding how it works is cool, but seeing what it can do, that's where things get really exciting. This isn't just about a faster way to do research. It's like research on steroids.
Just look at this comparison. It is absolutely staggering. Work that normally takes you days, maybe even weeks, can now be done in minutes or hours. Instead of you looking at a couple dozen articles, the agent looks at thousands. And the outcome? You're not just getting a simple summary anymore. You're getting deep, synthesized insights. It's just a whole new level. 10x. And honestly, that number feels kind of low. We are not talking about a small improvement here. This is a massive, order of magnitude leap forward in how fast you can work and how much you can understand.
I love this quote because it gets right to the heart of it. Yeah, the speed is incredible, but the real revolution here is the ability to see the whole picture, to connect ideas in ways that were just physically impossible for one person to do before.
So let's bring this all back home, because this isn't some abstract tech for big companies. This is a tool that gives you a superpower. So what does this actually mean for you, like today? Well, think about your new abilities. Suddenly, you can ask way bigger, more ambitious questions because you know you can actually get the answers. You'll start uncovering those hidden patterns that no one else sees, giving you a huge competitive edge. You're going to go from question to answer in minutes, and you'll save hundreds of hours of grunt work, freeing you up to do what humans do best: think, create, and make big decisions.
Which brings us right to the final and, honestly, the most important question. This is about so much more than software. It's about unlocking our own potential. When you take away the single biggest bottleneck to knowledge, the only thing left limiting you is the quality of your own questions. So if you had this weapon in your hands, what would you discover?